Have you ever gotten lost? Have you ever gotten lost, like you're driving somewhere and then somehow you get off track and you think, man, where am I? This is certainly not as easy as I thought it would be. In today's gospel, Peter is suggesting to Jesus that this is not as easy as he thought it was going to be. And Jesus, in essence, tells Peter, I didn't promise you a rose garden. Every rose has its thorns. And life has enough thorns. Amen? That's the message of today's gospel. Jesus is talking about how it is that one day he's going to enter into glory, where life will be all roses in a place far from here. But in the meantime, he has to pass through suffering and death in order to get there. And did you hear how Peter responded in today's gospel? God forbid, Lord, no, this will never happen to you. Life is sometimes filled with suffering. How did Jesus respond to Peter when Peter said, no, Lord, you won't suffer? Jesus said, get behind me. What did he call him? Satan. Get behind me, Satan. You're an obstacle to me. I know that my life is going to have some suffering, and you're trying to tell me that it won't. Get behind me. You're being an obstacle. Brothers and sisters, life is all about finding our way closer to God and closer to those people around us. That's what life is all about. Growing in our love, in our relationship with God and with others, which isn't always easy. Amen? There's some suffering involved. Anytime you love a person, you open your heart to the possibility of suffering. Sisters and brothers, I suspect the challenge in life is to figure out how it is that we go forward in our relationship with God and with others despite the obstacles. Life is filled with enough obstacles. The challenge is for us to get over those obstacles and to keep going forward. Amen? Okay? For us not to let those obstacles get us down. In the same way that Jesus wouldn't let Peter get him down. Get behind me, Satan. You're an obstacle. How it is that we need to find our way to keep going forward in our relationship with God and with all those people around us. St. Paul says in today's second reading in his letter to the Romans that it's our job to discern the will of God. How it is that we can be like Jesus, focus on doing God's will and going forward in that respect. Sisters and brothers, today, let's reflect on all those obstacles that have kept us from growing in our relationship with God and others, and let's put them behind us. Let's get past those obstacles so we can continue going forward in our relationship with God and with others. And if we're being an obstacle in the lives of others, maybe we need to reflect on that as well. Amen? Sometimes the things that we do and the things that we say can keep others from growing in their relationship with God and or with us. Let's be less and less like Peter, an obstacle. Let's be more and more helping one another to get closer to God and closer to those around us.